everyone, this is Jackie Williams, and in this video I want to share with you some tips and answer all your questions about rubber stamps. So first of all, at least for Stampin' Up, our stamps come in two types. We have the cling stamps, which are the red rubber that we all know and love, and then they come with stickers that are separate to the rubber that you need to mount if you want to have those on, but I'll come back to those. And then we also have the photopolymer stamps, which are perfectly clear for easy placement. Now, with either of these types of stamps, you need to have something to mount them on while in use. So I suggest getting a set or even a couple sets of the clear blocks, and then your stamps just mount on and off of the clear blocks like this. This is a photopolymer stamp, so you would just place it on and then take it off when you're finished and reuse the block. Let's first talk about red rubber stamps. Now, when these are manufactured, they do put them into a mold. They pour the rubber into a mold, and there is a bit of a release agent on that mold to, of course, more easily remove the rubber. But sometimes that is still on the rubber, so before you use it the first time, you will want to clean the stamp. Now, this is also true of the photopolymer stamps. So this is a balloon stamp that I have never used before, and I have not cleaned it first. So I'm just going to ink that up. And I've got a pretty good impression, but I'm going to clean it now and we'll see if we can get any better. So I'm cleaning off the ink, but also cleaning off the release agent. And now I've got more of a clear image. I don't have any little specks. So if you're having trouble with your stamps, that could be one of the easy solutions to help them to stamp better. But I do have a few more tips for stamping as well. Now, to mount your stamps, well, the red rubber or the cling stamps, you'll want to remove it from the rubber. And I do suggest that you keep that rubber. So I'm just going to take the backing off of all of these. And you're going to keep that, the negative rubber. That way, one, they don't slide around, and two, you can very easily see if you're missing any. Okay, so then to mount them onto the stickers, first you'll want to remove this backing, and that can just be disposed of. And then you would, on this side where it's split, just going to take away the backing here, and then you'll just line that up like this, and then pick up the stamp, and then you've got your sticker, and it should be pretty exactly in the same place as the image. And you would just do that with all of them in the set. Now, I do find that these stickers are extremely sticky, so I like to just unstick them a little like that. And I also don't like to have this extra rubber around the edge. If you've ever stamped and you've gotten a halo or extra marks around your image, it's because this extra rubber here is catching the ink. So if you just remove that rubber, then that is helping to prevent that from happening. Now, I'm using a pair of rubber cutting scissors. If you have these, great, but you don't have to have them. You can just use a good sharp pair of scissors. So something like that. I might even go back and trim those ones a little bit closer. When you put it on your block, you can then see your image through the block, which is fantastic. Now, if you leave your stamp on your block for a long period of time, say like days, you may have trouble removing it from the block. So one thing that I have found helps is if you've got your take your pick tool, we use that piercing tool quite a lot, but if you turn it around and use the other end, you've got a little spatula end. So if you find that your stamp is quite stuck onto the block, you can use this to just gently reach under there and lift that up off so that nothing gets damaged. This one's only been on there for less than a minute, so it's not all that sticky. The other thing some people do is they actually cut away some of the sticker. So there's one little area that's not stuck down with the sticker, and it makes it easier to pull them off the blocks. Now, when you're cleaning your red rubber stamps, you will want to use your Stampin' Scrub or the chamois. You'll want to avoid running it under the tap if you can, because if you'll notice, which will be significant later, you've got red rubber and you've got a foam layer. If that foam layer gets wet, then it might rot if it's not allowed to dry before being put back in the case, for example. But it also might start letting go of the adhesive between the rubber and the foam. So I don't suggest getting these completely wet. So I would suggest using your chamois, and I know mine looks scary and disgusting. When they're brand new, they look like this, and then they in no time start looking like this, but it really does clean very well, even though it looks like it wouldn't. And then you just rinse that out with water to clean it off. Now let's move on to the photopolymer stamps. So the same as the red rubber or cling stamps, you will want to clean these before their first use. Even just rubbing them on your pant leg, or just using your chamois or something to clean them out. And when you receive these, there's no stickers with these ones, and they arrive between 2 sheets of acetate. So you just take one away, and you don't actually need that. And then to store them, the intention is that you take them off of this sheet and actually place them on the back here, like this. And then you can easily see if you're missing any as well. Now, for the care of photopolymer, you want to keep them out of the sun because they will deteriorate if left in a sunny spot for too long. And you'll notice that this is just one layer of photopolymer. There's no foam layer. So for that reason, when using photopolymer stamps, it is recommended that you use a foam mat. So this basically takes the place of that foam layer that is found in the red rubber stamps. So if you're having trouble getting your photopolymer stamps to stamp nicely, particularly the more solid, larger ones, then getting a foam mat or a stamping mat may just be the solution. And then it stamps very cleanly and clearly every time. Now, to clean the photopolymer stamps, you can, if you want to, run them underwater because, as I mentioned, there's no foam layer. Or you can use your Stampin' Scrub, or you can use the chamois. So you have lots of options with the photopolymer. Now, they just stick to the block as a cling. If you find that it's not sticking very well, run this piece, run the stamp itself underwater, and or clean your block, and that should restore that perfectly. Well, I hope these tips helped you to understand the difference between the 2 types of stamps, how to care for them, and how to use them. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a comment. And of course, share with your friends. And please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next video. This is Jackie Williams. Bye-bye.